Hey guys, it's Chen. In the world we live in today, incredible feats in architectural engineering has become pretty commonplace. I think mainly thanks to humanity's innate flair for creativity and the advancements mankind has achieved for the last 100 years in terms of modern technology and machinery. And since most of us encounter these towering, beautiful, and breathtaking structures almost on a daily basis, it's kind of difficult to picture a time when our streets weren't filled with, museums, coliseums, stadiums, skyscrapers. And because we consider the modern society we have today as the most advanced human civilization, ever, most of us find it really impossible to imagine that our primitive ancient ancestors were capable of building equal, if not more impressive structures than what we have today. However, our underestimation and underappreciation in the abilities of ancient builders is negated by the several age-old structures that managed to withstand the rigors of time and remain erect to this day. And what's really interesting is that these ancient structures completely go against a lot of people's notion that our ancestors possessed insufficient knowledge and were largely governed by their instinctive propensity for savagery. But while the fact that these advanced ancient structures stand today force many of us to acknowledge their existence, some still deny the possibility that they were constructed by sheer human will. And so in this video, we're going to talk about 6 of these ancient structures that, at least according to our modern science, should have been impossible to build. Number 1, ancient Roman aqueducts. The ancient Roman civilization boasts of many achievements in terms of engineering and construction, and among the most advanced of them all is probably their aqueduct system. Now, the Romans may not have been the originator of irrigation and water transport systems, but they most definitely perfected it. The first Roman aqueducts are believed to have been developed around 312 BC, and they're considered as engineering marvels for utilizing gravity in transporting waters through stone and concrete pipelines and into the city, supplying fresh flowing water to residential houses, public baths, and fountains. While most of these aqueducts were eventually abandoned, a few of them are still in use today, which speaks volumes to how the design and function of these aqueducts were definitely ahead of their time. Number 2, Marib Dam in Yemen. The earliest versions of dams are believed to have been built as early as 2000 BC, and the Great Dam of Marib is regarded as the world's oldest known dam, as its initial construction dates as far back as around 1700 BC. The dam as we see it today, however, was built by the Sabians of the ancient kingdom of Saba sometime in the 8th century BC in order to capture and store occasional monsoon rains. The dam is regarded as a world wonder of ancient water engineering since it managed to fulfill its purpose of storing and transporting water for more than 1,000 years until the dam's eventual destruction sometime in 600 AD. Number 3, the stone city of Petra in Jordan. Between 400 BC and 106 AD, Petra was the capital of the Nabatean Empire and was once home to around 20,000 people. It was also a very active trading post in the region until it was occupied by Rome and international trade started to decline. But what makes this ancient city so popular is its stone-cut architecture and its innovative network of water transport and irrigation systems. So far, only 15% of the stone city has been excavated, which means most of its gigantic stone dwellings remain unexplored and buried underground. Number 4, Goseck Circle in Germany. Also referred to as the Terminus Stonehenge, the Goseck Circle is a Neolithic circular enclosure which dates back to 49th century BC. To others, this 7,000-year-old ancient site is also the world's oldest known solar observatory for lying on almost the same latitude as the famous Stonehenge, and for its connection with the Nebra sky disk, the oldest known concrete depiction of the cosmos. Aside from that, the Goseck Circle is considered to be a major discovery because its existence and age suggest that the farmers of ancient Europe around that time were far more advanced than previously assumed. The enclosure also provides clues to the spiritual and religious beliefs of the European farmers that lived during that era. Number 5, Derinkule's underground city in Turkey. The massive underground city of Derinkule has always been shrouded with mystery since its accidental discovery in 1968. This 18-story city built beneath the surface is found in Turkey's Cappadocia region, an area that has gained global renown for the vast network of labyrinths which lead to several underground cities. Derinkule's underground city in particular was so large it could hold as many as 20,000 people. Moreover, its chambers served various purposes, functioning as living quarters, temples, shops, tombs, and more. Interestingly, it also had sophisticated water and security systems ensuring the survival and safety of those who live within this hidden city. The thing is, no one knows for sure who built the city and why, but some experts say that only someone with advanced knowledge in geography, stonework, architecture, as well as engineering could have accomplished such a feat. Finally, number 6, Puma Punku in Bolivia. This temple complex found within the expansive ancient city of Tiwanaku is regarded as among the most enigmatic ancient sites on the face of the planet. Mainstream historians and archaeologists archaeologists estimate that Puma Punku dates to around 536 AD or later. However, less conventional experts are of the opinion that the temple complex is much older and was probably erected some 17,000 years ago. What makes this site so special is that it is built with interlocking stones that fit together so perfectly. It's as if they were carved using high-tech laser cutters instead of rudimentary tools like chisels and rulers. This led to speculations that the temple complex was either built by a technologically advanced prehistoric civilization or through the aid of extraterrestrials who were then revered as gods. I love talking about topics like this because, as you guys know, I am a huge proponent of an advanced civilization that existed before this one, and perhaps many advanced civilizations existed before this one. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think these structures were built because of ancient aliens, advanced prehistoric civilizations, or should we really just regard our ancient ancestors less as primitive builders and more as enlightened engineers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll see you later.